Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk all about art, technique, and my journey through Art Academy. This is my 7th video and today I'm sharing a technique that will help you approach your sketches, drawings, and paintings in a completely different and more professional way. It's not an expensive brush or a secret brand of paint, it's the humble thumbnail sketch. Now, when most people hear thumbnail today, you think of the clickable image you see on your YouTube feed, but in classical fine art, a thumbnail is a tiny, quick drawing used to plan out the composition before you commit hours to a massive drawing or painting. It's where you make your mistakes cheaply and figure out what actually works. Today we're breaking down the absolute backbone of a great thumbnail: value. I'm going to show you how building a thumbnail in layers from a single value up to 3 values can make your art pop off the page. Let's dive in. Thumbnails have been used for quite some time. Recently I bought this book of Salvador Dali, the Spanish artist. It's a collection of all of his different paintings, drawings, and sketches, and I could see some examples that could be useful for this video. If you're going to buy the book, it's called Dali Paintings by Robert Deschamps and Gilles Neret. It's available on Amazon and it was $16. On page 223 we can see an example of this thumbnail method, and then we can see the final painting. In this thumbnail, what he did was to draw the areas where he wanted the shadows or darkest parts to be. He only used black in this thumbnail, but if you use 2 different colors, let's say black and gray, you will have a 2-value thumbnail. And if you use black, gray, and let's say a warm gray, or a different color, you will have a 3-value thumbnail. Also on page 310 we can find an example in which he actually used 3 different values. He used black, a light gray, and a dark gray. And here we also have the sketch and the final result of his painting based on the thumbnail he did first. Let's start at the absolute beginning, the single value thumbnail. I decided to take random objects in my house to show you guys how to draw a thumbnail today. In this first stage, we use just a single value against the white of our paper. For this example, let's look at it using pure black. When you do a single value thumbnail, you aren't thinking about details, textures, or even color. You are looking at the world as a binary, graphic shapes of light versus dark. By placing solid black shapes down, you're defining the stark geometry of your composition. Is there a giant shadow cutting across the landscape? That's black. Is the sky bright? That stays the white of the paper. This forces you to focus purely on silhouette and placement. If your drawing doesn't look balanced or interesting as a simple black and white graphic layout, adding a million details later isn't going to save it. It's the ultimate test of raw composition. Now that we have our sketch using just the marker, we can start putting in the values. So this is a 1-value thumbnail. This means that I am only going to use black to map out the darkest shadows or the darkest values in the whole drawing or the whole picture. I'm going to start here. As you can see in the image, we have a very dark shadow here. We can also apply the shadows that we can see on the table, like that. Okay, and this is one value scale in which we just map out the darkest areas. Next, we're going to do a two value thumbnail. The second thumbnail, I just have to do exactly the same sketch without all of the shadows. So I'm going to do that off camera, just so I don't waste your time, guys, but I'm going to show you how to apply the new tone, which would be a gray one. This one, this is a gray, Ice Gray 5 from Spectrum Noir. Once you have that graphic foundation, it's time to level up to a 2-value thumbnail. This is where we introduced a third player to the game. We have the white paper, we have our pure black, and now we add a solid middle gray. By introducing gray, you bridge the gap between light and shadow. In Art Academy terms, this is where we start separating the light source from the local value, meaning you can show that an object is naturally a darker color, or you can show cast shadows that aren't completely pitch black. With 2 values, black and gray, you get to map out your midtones. This creates a sense of depth and weight that a pure black and white graphic just can't achieve. You start to see form take shape, and you can control exactly where the viewer's eye travels across the page. What I did here was just to apply gray where the shadows are not too strong, so I can create some contrast. And you can see the difference on how it can start taking form into an actual drawing. Here we have just pure shadows, no midtones, and here we start applying some midtones alongside the darkest shadows. Finally, we reach the sweet spot that we use constantly at the Art Academy, the 3-value thumbnail. For this stage, we keep our white paper, our pure black, our middle gray, and we add a third value into the mix. This could be a subtle warm gray, a light gray tone, or a deep charcoal gray, depending on the mood you want. Suddenly, your tiny sketch has 4 total steps of depth: white, light gray, middle gray, and black. This is where the magic happens. With a 3-value setup, you can capture atmospheric perspective. Like mountains fading into the distance, you can separate a subject from the background with incredible precision. A warm gray or a specific light gray tone allows you to block in turning edges, soft gradients, and ambient light. When you look at the finished 3-value thumbnail, you essentially have a complete blueprint for a masterpiece. You've solved the riddle of light and shadow before you've even squeezed paint onto your palette. You can also try to change the background to give it a completely different atmosphere. You can add a dark background, you can keep it light, or you can even try with a middle value background. Suddenly you have 6 different thumbnails. But the last thing I'll show you today is that we can even remove objects or make a close-up of the objects you want to emphasize in your drawing or painting. We have so many different options, and we can select the thumbnail that we like the most, and it will be the blueprint for our drawing. So as you can see here, I removed the book that was in the left part. So we can also remove objects, and here I just kind of zoomed in to the picture. We can only see part of the left side book. We only see part of this area here. we only see part of the clock, but we see all the bear, right? So we can remove objects, zoom in, we can change the background to see which one looks better. We can maybe apply to this thumbnail here a completely dark background, so just pure black. And now you can select the one you like the most. And in the next video I'm going to, select the best one, the one I like the most, and also do a lifestyle drawing, the first lifestyle drawing in this channel. I'm really excited about this. For now I think the one I like the most is this one with the dark background. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm just going to leave this here so you can see it better. The biggest takeaway I learned this week is that great art isn't an accident, it's planned. And spending just 5 minutes or even an hour breaking your ideas down into 1, 2, or 3 values saves you hours of frustration down the road. If you enjoyed this peek inside art school techniques, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. Have you used thumbnails in your workflow? Are you going to use them from now on? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss video number 8, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep creating.